Now, Iran-US relations plunged to an all-time low during the Trump presidency, and now, just days after the 45th President of the United States left office, Iran's Supreme Leader has tweeted a Trump-like golfer image apparently being targeted by a drone. The image on your screens was the same one that was tweeted by Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. It contains an image of a golfer resembling former US President Donald Trump. The golfer is seen covered by a drone shadow, and the poster read, "Revenge is certain." Now, this tweet vows revenge over the killing of top Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. Soleimani was killed on the 3rd of January last year in a US drone strike. And Twitter has not taken any immediate action against the tweet by Iran's highest authority. Tensions have rapidly grown between the Trump administration and Tehran since 2018. Now, the killing of General Qasem Soleimani has further escalated in recent times, and Iran has vowed revenge against the killing of the top Iranian general, but was wary of taking any action during the last days of his presidency. Now, with Joe Biden in the White House, Iran has said that revenge is inevitable. Now, we are being joined by Syed Mustafa for more on this story. Thanks for being with us on this broadcast. Now, Syed is a political analyst and also serves as editor-in-chief of Iran's Far News agency. Let me get straight into it. Iran's Supreme Leader has tweeted a Trump-like golfer image apparently being targeted by a drone. Now, this is a pretty threatening image. Can you take us through the significance of this tweet? And is this a pressure tactic? How do we read this?
Hello, thanks for having me. Well, you know, the Iranian leader has time and again stressed that Iran would take revenge. And the early morning after Lieutenant General Soleimani was assassinated by the U.S. at the direct order of the White House and President Donald Trump, the Iranian leader started with this sentence that we will take revenge for sure. And then in a few days' time, Iran started revenge by sending missiles, a barrage of missiles on the United States main airbase in Iraq at Ain al-Assad, and devastated the airbase. So it's no secret that Iran has been stressing that it would take revenge from those that have ordered and masterminded and carried out this this assassination. Tehran has stressed that revenge would not come in one single action, but it would be a combination of actions to take revenge from everyone engaged and involved, including the U.S. administration. It's not just one president, Donald Trump, who should pay the price from the viewpoint of Iran, but this has been an assassination, a terror attack by the United States administration. So the administration and the United States should pay the price. They have plans on the way. This has been just the start. So the tweet, but I need to say that the Twitter account in Persian, English of the Iranian Supreme Leader, they take parts of his speech in order to reiterate his very important stances and remarks. But it doesn't mean that Iran is going to take action right now. They mean to just highlight, Iran's stance in response to the farewell and goodbye speech by President Donald Trump, who mentioned the terror attack again. It's not just the Iranian Supreme Leader. The Iranian people are demanding immediate revenge and harsh revenge. Lieutenant General Qasem Soleimani's daughter, Zainab Soleimani, also responded to President Trump's last speech as the U.S. president, saying that he should live in fear for the rest of his life. And then the Iranian foreign minister also showed response. Many others have stressed that they would not forget, they would not forgive this terror attack on General Soleimani.
Right, Syed, will this possibly jeopardize the prospect for the future U.S.-Iran relations? As a former U.S. president is being threatened despite the domestic politics, this will be taken seriously and surely will rub America the wrong way.
The United States is not looking for a conflict resolution approach towards Iran, I promise you that, because it's not the first time. JCPOA was not the first time. Iran and the United States have talked over time, several times. Iran has always been in compliance with its undertakings based on senior officials of the United States involved in such talks, and also in other agreements between Iran and the European countries. The United States approach is based on a containment strategy. That's why they never removed the sanctions under the JCPOA. This kind of strategy works through increasing costs for Iran in order to make Tehran surrender, especially through sanctions and credible military threat. Now, Trump did his best through the maximum pressure policy in order to make Tehran surrender, but he failed. Now, he is delivering this containment approach and strategy to Biden administration, while these two pillars, the sanctions and the military threat, have both lost their efficiency and credibility, at least to some extent. Then Biden, we do know that he wants to continue the same approach that came underway by Obama and was continued by President Donald Trump. That's the same containment strategy. If he wants to continue the same approach, then he would not receive any different response from Tehran. By the way, the pillars and components of this formula are weak now, weaker than when Trump was in office. Therefore, he cannot make any kind of breakthrough if he continues this containment. He needs to shift approach to go for a conflict resolution approach rather than a containment approach. But what we know, I believe that he is not likely to go for a conflict resolution approach. Therefore, we are going to see tensions more if they insist on this, containing the Iranian power, including its regional influence, its missile program, and other parts of Iranian power. So Tehran is saying that it wants a conflict resolution. To do that, if Biden happens to go for a conflict resolution approach, the first move that he needs to make is removing the sanctions based on the JCPOA and UN Resolution 2231. If he does that, then he could think of more. But if he refrains from removing the sanctions, then Tehran would by no means see any other path but resistance. By the way, no matter he goes for a conflict approach or not, this terror attack, they should pay the price for that, no matter they go for a conflict resolution approach or continue this containment strategy. Tehran is very much resistant and insistent. The people, the government, as well as the Iranian leader, they all stress that the U.S. should pay the price no matter what.
Right. So thank you for joining us. We'll leave it there.